What's your favorite scary movie?
Hello and welcome to The Road to Scary Movie. What do you want to watch? Is look back at the beloved horror parody series before he comes back to make fun of your favorite horror movies again. I'm Ashley Hobley. Joining me today is Dylan Platt.
Happy to be here talking about the One Ring to rule them all.
My precious. Yes, today we're talking about Scary Movie 3. The first one not featuring the Wayans and is directed by parody legend David Zucker. So let's get straight into it. Please be aware we'll be freely discussing anything and everything about the plot, themes, ending of the film. So if you haven't watched it, come back later. With that said, let's talk about Scary Movie 3.
There is a videotape. If you watch it, 7 days later,
oh man,
will be 1 week from today.
have you heard about this videotape? The one where they do it on the boat, and then in the car, and then in the bathtub, and he's like, hey baby, I love you, and she, no, not that tape.
3 times the terror.
A mysterious crop circle appeared in local farmer Tom Logan's cornfield.
Oh, come on. You know those things are just a hoax.
Call it women's intuition or ESPN or both, but I can tell when danger's near. I just...
3 times the suspense.
What if the aliens could take over human bodies?
It could be any one of these people.
Move slowly toward the exit. It's happening. I knew it. You'll never take me alive. She's scribbling my brain.
Like I said, directed by David Zucker. Written by Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and Pat Proft. Starring Anna Faris, Regina Hall, Charlie Sheen, Simon Rex, Anthony Anderson, Kevin Hart, Queen Latifah, and Leslie Nielsen. Dylan, what did you think of Scary Movie 3?
I think Scary Movie 3 is a lot funnier than the second one. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as... Well, none of them are as good as the first one, so let's get that. But I definitely think it's a lot better than the second one. It does. This one begins to move it, and you can tell they're like moving more out of the direct horror parody thing, and it's like that they're trying to do this line of struggling a little bit between doing the full horror parody thing and trying to just parody whatever was popular in Hollywood at the time. So it sort of begins to cross lines a bit more. But I mean, it's a funny one to watch back because obviously Charlie Sheen's in it. Simon Rex, who's got obviously his bigger roles since and a bit more recognizable since. But it's also funny just because I think that the standout 2 people in it are weirdly Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart. And those 2, every scene that they happen to have is probably the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, this was the one that I watched a lot during my childhood, and sometimes you can't go back. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was as funny as I remember it being. Whether that's, I'm just not into that humor anymore. Obviously, it's going for big, broad, jokes and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't think it's not really that funny. It's like pretty hard to watch at points. Sure, there's the obvious overacting, which is given for the series, I think, for a little bit. Anna Faris is definitely playing up a little bit her character at times. With the is kind of aware of the ridiculousness. But yeah, some of the parody stuff, there was barely any parodying, really. It was just you pointing out different things from different films this time.
It's less smart with how it parodies stuff and more just referential. And the joke is simply that it's referencing it.
Yeah, which I don't think is as funny. Yeah, I feel like this one was a little harder to sit through. Even though I think it has a better plot or like through line than the last one did. At least it was going for The Ring this time instead of some movie that nobody had ever heard of or didn't really remember.
Yeah, and The Ring was huge. The American remake, obviously, at the early 2000s. Everyone was watching. That was I think that was a hugely talked about film. So Scared the shit
Very
out of me the first
successful.
time I watched it.
I can imagine, you know.
Well, I was the kids.
Yeah, you know. Who wants to watch a movie and then you're dead 7 days later? It's really bad.
And I was watching it on
Worst
VHS,
outcome.
which made it worse because it's like
Oh,
if you
that's
watch it
actually
now,
true.
there's an element, but it's like when you put in a VHS to watch a movie, it's like if you watch this VHS, you'll die. It's probably not as scary or going to go as well these days. It's like I press play on Netflix, like you lose a little bit of the element.
Yeah, it's a less scary.
Mm.
All right, Dylan, who would you give your MVP for Scary Movie 3?
I mean, I sort of already gave it away, but I'm going to go Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, that's fair.
Easily the funniest person in the movie, I think. Like Kevin Hart's good as well, but I think Anthony Anderson he's doing his usual thing, which is just this loud, yelly sort of dude, but it just makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm going to go Simon Rex. You know, I think he has the most ridiculous arc. He has my favorite joke in this, or best funny moment in this, which we'll get to in a minute. And I just have to give him points for, you know, taking all those hits, whether it's getting Yahtzee and smash his head on the shelf, or getting kicked in the balls by aliens as a way of saying goodbye. You know, you know, that's all good. All right, what was your favorite reference or joke?
Favorite reference or joke? It's weird. I think this is a testament to the movie that nothing jumps straight to my mind. You know what? It's silly. It's a dumb joke, but I'll go with it anyway. I was nearly trying to think of any of the Leslie Nielsen stuff, which is just typical stuff for him, which is some of that's quite funny. But I'm actually going to go the part where her sister's kid, whatever it is, watches the tape. And then she runs into the room and the phone rings. And then she like puts the phone down. And then the guy's like, I just got to leave a message. Can you write this down? And then she just writes it all down to read out what it says. And it's like, oh my God, 7 days. Just dumb joke, but it's sort of funny.
Mine, also not really a reference, is when Simon Rex is comforting his niece, like after Brenda dies.
For the 14th time.
Don't worry, I'll tell her. You know your teacher Brenda? She's dead. She's dead just like your dog. Everybody around you is dying. Very funny. Yeah. All right. Dylan, as usual, I've gone to the Scary Movie Wikipedia or wiki at Fandom. I don't know how you describe it. And they've listed 22 different things that this movie references. How many of those can you name?
Barely. I feel like
there's some really obscure, like one line kind of things this one.
Yeah, I'm never gonna remember or think of that stuff. So obviously the ring's the main plot.
Yep.
That we're going through. And then the other main plot that's tied in is Signs. All the Charlie Sheen and Rex and living on the farm thing. And then obviously the character he was playing is riffing on 8 Mile because he's pretending to be Marshall Mathers, Eminem.
It doesn't make sense, Dylan. The other battle rapper already tore him down, so it doesn't make sense when he comes out and like tears himself down. It only worked in 8 Mile because Eminem tore himself down, and then the other guy had no ammunition.
It's true.
It's dumb.
Yeah. Now we hit
although the pulling up the hood thing was very funny.
That was funny.
I think I appreciate it. I don't think I would have understood that what that meant back in when I watched it the first time.
Well, when you're younger,
oblivious. Yeah.
Shockingly don't know. Not brought up to learn what the Ku Klux Klan is. I know they say I see dead people at some point. So 6th Sense.
I assume that's interestingly that's not listed.
I swear they say
that's crazy.
Point.
Yeah, maybe it does, and they've just missed it.
George Carlin playing the whatever it's called person, but Matrix Reloaded.
Yep, Matrix and Matrix Reloaded, because there's the Oracle sequence as well.
Yep, the Oracle. Forgot about that. The others, because they go to the little village. No. It's not the village. It's the Michael Jackson riff.
Michael Jackson
thing.
scene.
Sorry. Yes, Michael Jackson thing. Sorry.
Which are crazy. Crazy. Like, was that the allegations still a thing when this came out?
Yes.
What movie?
Easily. Definitely.
2003, everybody's joking about the allegations.
I'm not
It's all
sure.
Not a little boy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there are any references to other, like nothing that I can think of, but I'm going to assume there's some references to Leslie Nielsen stuff in it. Presume?
I wouldn't, not directly, no. Oh, no, aeroplane. There is aeroplane.
What's it say? The actual
Leslie's
references?
line, I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. Is repeated multiple times in the film, even after he accidentally knocks Tabitha down the door, which I guess is a line from Aeroplane.
And then I think the only other one I can really think of is Harrison Ford as the president. Air Force One.
Air Force One joke, yeah.
Other than that, nothing. But to show, I swear half of those things weren't horror movie references.
Mm-hmm. All right, what else we got? American Idol, because that was Simon Cowell. I don't know if you remember Simon Cowell. He was the judge on American Idol.
Yes,
I'm sure he got riddled with bullets.
He was in this for some reason. Yep.
He was judging.
Yeah. But why was he why he agreed to do the movie? I don't know.
Don't know. There's a reference to basketball when the president says, "You're excited. You should feel my nipples." That's a line from basketball, which David Zucker did direct. Ben-Hur, one of the dogs in the scene of the strange dogs, is acting like a horse for a chariot for another dog, like in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb. Bruce Almighty, Ross Higgins reading the jumbled teleprompter without notice due to Zuby's hands rubbing across the keyboard. That's a reference to that. I mean, it could be a reference to Anchorman. You know, you just read anything that's on the cue
They
card.
do that. Yeah, they done.
Unless Anchorman was after.
Probably was after, surely. What year did this come
I
out?
guess it wouldn't be a reference. 2003.
I think Anchorman's like 2005 or something, isn't it? 2005,
Yeah, I believe
6?
so.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I did an English project where I had to compare a modern movie to a Shakespeare movie or play. I compared Anchorman to Shakespeare because the comparisons between comedies and between then and now.
That was your...
Also, when you think about it, Anchorman's like a Taming of the Shrew kind of story. Anyway, we've got Final Destination and Final Destination 2. So Cody parodies Alex Browning's character, foreseeing a character's demise by a bus, and himself is almost killed by a fan shrapnel. Head split, parodying Billy's death. George, also asleep, is unable to prevent Cody watching the tape. In the end, Cody is struck on a side collision, parodying Terry's death. Brenda's corpse, like Todd's, is mistaken to be alive and is manipulated.
Okay.
That's from sure. And then Final Destination 2, Cindy parodies Kimberly Corman. Cody foresees a Latino pregnant funeral goer will bear a boy, parodying Elizabeth Hudson and her fate of birth. Cody's first car collision on the highway next to a pileup of Final Destination 2 victims' vehicles. Two other funeral goers parody Eugene Dix and Rory Peterson. That's a lot. That's a lot of deep cuts.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. How high? The dogs were acting strange when they were doing dogs, like in Method Man's 2001 film. How high? Oh, yeah. This one. So, I don't know if you know this. This movie has an alternate ending.
No.
Which we didn't watch. But apparently in that, a scene from the alternate ending is like from the Hulk, because George morphs into the Hulk.
Okay.
Jeopardy, brief scene where the scores show up on the screens inside the lighthouse.
Don't even remember that.
That's a stretch. Lethal Weapon 2, brief scene when CJ was trying to hug George and he pushed out of the way by Malik, and George is like in Richard Donner's sequel to Lethal Weapon. George is supposed to be Mel Gibson. Anthony Anderson's character is meant to be Danny Glover, and CJ is supposed to be Joe Pesci.
I'm not buying that one.
I can see it. Kevin Hart gives big Joe Pesci energy. Malibu's Most Wanted, the rap scene, and when George gets thrown out of the club. Wow, that's also
the rap scene's from 8 Mile.
I'm sure there's a rap scene in this one as well. This one is lit. I swear to God, this is listed. Pamela Anderson's sex tape. When Becca asks Katie whether she's heard about the video, Katie replies, the one where they do it on the boat, then the cut in the car, then the bathtub, and she's like, "Hey, baby, I love you," referring to Pamela's infamous sex tape and even doing an impression of Tommy Lee.
Yeah, that is a reference. Yes. Although I didn't really I didn't even really think of it because it's not really a reference to an actual thing, like some reference to a movie or.
Really, I thought the opening was kind of like Scream 3, or where there's the two girls at the opening, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Apparently not.
No.
Maybe Scream 3 hadn't come out yet.
No, I don't think it's Scream 3. I feel like it's Scream 4.
It might be.
Which is actually after this.
Yeah, that's way after then, yeah.
Hmm.
Pootie Tang! A copy was rendered by the architect and the cursed tape was sent back instead. That's what got the aliens too. They've put Star Trek. The suits that the aliens wear is Star Trek-like. Yes.
No.
It's a hell of a stretch. The hot chick. The scene where Becca calls Katie a hoe and then starts hitting each other with chairs, pillows, and a laptop, similar to the pillow fight in the hot chick.
I actually haven't watched the hot chick, so.
Yeah. The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Becca's mum sounds like Gollum and even utters the phrase, "my precious."
Yep.
You should have gotten that reference. You said it at the start of the episode.
And then I forgot to re-mention.
Okay, last one. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Tabitha swings the chainsaw upon her head until she saws off the piece of the ceiling. Like Leatherface in the 2003 box office smash remake, he also, upon doing this, tumbles down upon hitting something while swinging. Wow.
I mean, yes, I think the chainsaw thing is chainsaw is a reference to Leatherface. I don't know if I'd say it's directly a reference to the remake that came out the exact same year that the.
Yeah, probably not.
This one came out. I think it's probably just a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Any other favorite bits that we haven't mentioned? I did enjoy the "It's awake, what, she's alive," and then the preceding desecration of Brenda's body and in that wake where her body gets mangled. Only to reappear later at the wedding.
Yep. I mean, I just generally enjoyed the fact that they try to build some character lore or make sense of what's happening in the background, where Sydney's like now this journalist and what's her face of a character who died in the last film is now just a teacher somehow.
Brenda is a teacher despite dying.
Yeah.
It's never explained.
Never explained. But it's just funny how these things happen. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you for ages. I'm glad you're a teacher now. Anyway, my sister said that I've got this son. I'm looking and happens to be going to the same school as you. Haven't seen each other for years.
I have this nephew who I only took because my cat died and I needed something to feed.
Yeah.
What else? I did enjoy the Charlie Sheen, Denise Richards pairing because obviously they were married together at the time.
At the time, yeah.
No sex. I can't hear anything you say. He's dying, fading. Then the two things. Obviously, the fight between the ring girl and Brenda. I don't know if you know this, but Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss recreated that sequence in a wrestling match.
No, I didn't know.
So, I'm like, that's that from that.
Why did they do that?
I know. To pop themselves.
Sure.
Don't you do? Sometimes you just do things to pop yourself, yeah. And then the hat.
The hat?
The sheriff and the ever-growing hat.
Yeah.
Which I, for some reason, do see on a regular basis. For some reason. It does pop up.
Do you just mean as a meme or?
Yeah, it's a meme. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I've seen the hat as a meme.
Yeah. Also, her explaining to Charlie Sheen that his wife is split and them just destroying different foods. Also, his friend who the constant I don't know, reminiscing on his past life as a father. Like, I was a father until that thing happens. But yeah, his friend is terrible. It's fine.
I mean, it's still just interesting, like everything that happened, and then the complaints that were about the second one, and then yeah, they're like, let's just bring in someone who did classic parody films to direct this one.
I mean, you can definitely tell that it's a different team doing it. One, because there's not as much race-related stuff, I would say, outside of all the gang people come and then they end up killing each other.
Yeah, the first two, in particular, the first one does have. You can tell it's it's black writers. Like there's a
You know, the little nuances. Like I doubt David Zucker knew what the that bus that the Nike ad was. You know, stuff like that he wouldn't have done. You know, but yeah, it is crazy that Craig Mazin wrote this film. Was the writer on this film.
Craig Mazin has such a weird filmography prior to his current stint.
Trajectory,
more serious things. Yeah, you could not have picked his trajectory.
Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think of Scary Movie 3 by letting us know on social media by going to explosionnetwork.com/follow. If you want to help us out here at What Do You Want to Watch, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on Podchaser. Leave us 5 stars, and you can leave 5 stars. Just tell people about the show. And if you've enjoyed this and want to help us out at Explosion Network with all the other podcasts, which you can find there, head over to explosionnetwork.com/support. Thank you very much for listening. Until next time. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.